Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope everyone out there is doing well. This will be your weekly reading for the week of November 24th through the 30th. During that time, we'll have a waning crescent moon, and waning crescent is a time of surrender, rest, and healing. So, a really good time to let go, get that extra nap in, sleep really well, and kind of prepare for the next cycle ahead. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may encounter this week, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, your overall message card here from the Moonology deck. Don't let your past hold you back. All right, Taurus, let's see what you have going on this week. As I'm shuffling the tarot cards, I'd like to remind you to keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our life when it comes to our spiritual experiences. So keeping track of things that you learn, synchronicities that you have, maybe dreams that you're having or encounters that you have, that helps you to look back to see kind of emerging patterns that are happening. So that can be very important as you're evolving spiritually. Just a little reminder for you. All right, Taurus, November 24 through 30. All right. Whoops, don't let your past hold you back. And we've got a lot of cards flying out. We're going to take those first. All right, Knight of Wands. All right, so it looks like you're going to have something that's coming upon you here, some sort of action that you're going to be taking. And, this is something, Knight of Wands is about, your ultimate destination and rejuvenation. And it's also a little bit quick pace. So you've had something going on here that's causing you to want to take some very quick action. Your current situation, beautiful card. 10 of Pentacles. So looks like you're in a really good place in your material world, at least. And so something's causing you to want to take some action, and looks like the world around you, you're in a good place to do that materially anyway. We'll see as the cards come out what other things you might need to be working on. At the root of your situation is the Page of Pentacles. So perhaps you've had a new idea, a new message come in about money. This could be that you've come into some money. Maybe you got a big bonus at work, or the holidays are approaching. If it's a holiday bonus, you've had some new money come in. That's the root of your situation, but it's got you feeling like, yeah, things are in control and I'm good here. In your recent past is the Hierophant. So maybe you're on some sort of new spiritual journey here that you've found. You found a guru, you found someone that maybe you've read a book that has guided you in a particular way. Maybe you found a speaker that's guiding you in a way. Maybe you have a new pastor. There's been someone or something that's come into your life to kind of offer you like the next phase of your spiritual evolution. So not a bad place to be coming out of. What's on your mind right now is a little bit of disagreement somewhere in your life. There's and it doesn't even, it could be, this is just debate sometimes, if that's on your mind. But something has recently happened where maybe a conversation has come up that that was maybe heated a little bit, little disagreeing, but it's on your mind. uh, doesn't look like you've maybe resolved that it's kind of lingering there. Again, don't let your past hold you back. If this is something that happened last week and it's still on your mind, again, find a way to rest, meditate, heal. There's always a way to move forward in a positive manner. What's just in front of you is, coming together. So Three of Pentacles can be about collaborating, and maybe you learned something excuse me, about someone during this time when there was kind of this heavy debate about something, and you've learned something about that person, you've learned something about yourself, and now you're able to come together in a calmer manner and approach those issues with a new light that you've both learned about each other. So That could be positive for sure. In your advice situation is, yeah, maybe you want to move on. And it could be that you want to move on from that situation, and I understand that. I mean, it's not comfortable to have, heavy discussions, debates, if it got as heated as an argument, you want to move on from that. You want to put that behind you. What's beyond your control? There you go. Pushing forward. What else can you do in life, right? You're almost there. So you're passionate about whatever this was. Of course, the wands are out there, and that's a fire sign of passion, and you feel very strongly about it. But you're kind of, you're taking that passion and you're moving on. It is what it is. Secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the world. Are you trying to avoid the whole world? Is your secret desire to avoid the world? Are you kind of getting into some sort of hermit mode? Only you can answer if that is your secret desire, or if you're trying to avoid it. Are you waiting for the next thing, or are you avoiding the next thing? So you need to go inside and think about that for yourself. And again, only you can answer that question there. What is your final outcome? Is the grief card. So maybe you are kind of trying to avoid the world, trying to avoid someone, maybe someone from this situation. But it looks like you're in a good place. And if these were words that came up, and a discussion that came up that maybe just wasn't fun to be a part of, you can still get to a place, like I said, where you learn about someone, and you could maybe evolve past the heat and the biting words. You can evolve past that to work together. And it might be that you do want to move on from it, and just not even from that person, but from that situation. You want to move on. You're ready to be done with it. What's next in the world? And maybe there's a little bit of sadness about it, that, wow, we can't get to a place where we can see eye to eye. But uh, what's the saying? We can agree to disagree. So, you know, and if you can't come to an agreement, that's okay. You can agree to disagree, of course. What's being hidden from you this week? Hmm. Five of Swords. So this is another card of conflict here. And I'm seeing a lot of fives. So it looks like we've got one, two, three, four cards of five here, and a couple of tens. So, fives are definitely conflict, struggle, a little bit of sorrow, maybe some grief. So it looks like you are approaching some of that in your week this week, but you're in a good place, and you're level-headed enough that you can work this out and manage to come through it, where you can, again, agree to disagree. And if that's where you have to leave that, you may be a little bit sad about it, but it's time to move on. It is what it is, right? We'll see if we get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck on this situation. And again, with Mercury in retrograde, if communication things do come up, just make sure you're speaking clearly. Speak your mind. It's okay to do that. You're fine. Uh, we're not all built to agree with everyone around us on every little thing. So it's okay. All right. Soul Oracle deck. Trust the divine plan. Yeah, and this goes back to me to this Hierophant card. You've recently learned something in your past, and maybe about yourself spiritually, and in the way that you manage things and handle things, that if you do have conflicts and things like this, and people coming up against you, your world is okay. Your world is great. And you can work out those things, and learn how to be in the same room, and it's okay. Again, you're wanting to move past it. You may be a little sad that you don't agree on it, but that's okay. You'll get over it. That's the way I feel. So I don't see this as being something super super heavy or super concerning. I Even a couple of weeks down the road, you may even forget about this argument. So don't let your past hold you back, and trust in the divine plan. That's all you can do. All right, Taurus, I wish you the best of luck with this situation. I really appreciate you joining me. And if there's something here that you'd like to share with me, please leave a message down below. It's always great to get that kind of feedback. I do post weekly readings, so feel free to come back next week. We'll see if this situation evolves or if it's something totally different for you. I will have some extra time coming up for private readings. If that's something you're interested in, you can drop me an email and I'll certainly let you know when I have some openings. Also, if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It'll really help my channel, and I super appreciate that. So, thanks again, Taurus, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.